Guess what, y'all? We are making the final 12 days of Christmas cookies. This is number 12. And I think it's something that adults or children will love. It involves a toasty marshmallow and chocolate. So, and it's a real easy recipe, real easy to throw together. This is one of those recipes that was featured in my magazine, Cooking with Paula Deen. And so it's tried and true, y'all. So I've got a stick of butter. I've got some sugar. And it's gonna take me 3 or 4 minutes to cream this up real good. Then I'm gonna add the egg. So, y'all excuse my noise. All right, y'all, you wanna make sure that periodically you bring the sides of the bowl down so you can get it all creamed. All right, I've been at this for 3 or 4 minutes. It's nice and creamy. Now I'm gonna add my egg. Okay, that's nice and creamy. Now I'm gonna come over to this bowl and I'm gonna add my flour, my powdered milk, and this is what I make my peanut butter balls with from my 1st and 2nd grade that I used to love, that they prepared on Fridays. All right, now I've got my unsweetened cocoa, my baking soda, and some salt. Now I'm going to slowly add that to my flour mixture, along with my vanilla. Okay, and we are gonna cook these, bake these at 350 for about 8 minutes. All right, we've got all of our flour worked in to our butter mixture. Now I'm gonna add a teaspoon, maybe an overflowing teaspoon, because y'all know how I feel about my homemade vanilla. Oh, that was perfect. That was a perfect teaspoon, y'all. And one final beat. Okay. Move this around. And now we're going to take an additional amount of sugar. I think it's maybe 1/3 or something like that. You'll find all that in the recipe. And then I'm going to mix it with cinnamon. And we're going to make we're gonna roll our dough into 1-inch balls. And then we're gonna roll them in our cinnamon sugar mixture. All right, trying to figure out what a 1-inch ball is. It depends on whose hands are doing the rolling. When Joseph is here in the kitchen cooking with me, I like to think he'll be a regular guest here. I just love him. And y'all seem to like him too. His hands are huge. So his teaspoon would probably be 3 teaspoons. Because we were doing a recipe one day and his was so much bigger than mine. So here we go. 8 minutes. At 350, and then we're gonna take these out and we're gonna top each cookie with a half of a marshmallow, a big marshmallow, cut side down, and we're gonna put it on the broiler and try to toast these And y'all know my broiler is a sick something. So I'm hoping that oven over there will broil. Okay, y'all, 8 minutes on our cookies. Now I'm pressing the cut side down of the marshmallow onto the cookies. And I told you my broiler is sick. Once in a while it'll come on and once in a while it won't. So I've got out my little heater. So I may have to just toast them with my little hand heater. I can't tell if it's flipped on yet or not. Ooh, these are gonna be so good. And I love that you can get a lot on the cookie sheet, because they go kind of puffy, not out, but up. And to me, that's always good. Okay, let's see what our oven is doing. Might be on. That's too thick. I like the thin ones. So I'm gonna put this under my broiler and just see if it works. If it doesn't, we go into our flamethrower. Well, we tried, didn't we? I'm one of those people, I don't ever give up. I don't like to give up. But I just told Eddie and Teresa that I'm going to, I love roasting marshmallows. Today I'm going to go get a little counter oven that's got a broil. Because when you need a broiler, ain't nothing else gonna work. Ain't nothing else gonna work but a broiler. We coast up on low. Feel like I'm burning out a birthday cake. Okay, here we go. I love the toasty of the marshmallow. Ooh. And I love the way the cookie cracked. It's just gave it a lot of interest to me. All right, and you know what? I like my marshmallow. No, I'm not gonna let you shoot that with it in my hand. No, not in my hand. Not if I'm holding it. I like mine really melty.
And I'm gonna try it.
And soft, huh? Okay. You can finish the rest of them while I do this.
Well, you go right on here.
That's why I like the marshmallows. See? See this, sister?
I see you.
No, you don't see it.
I see
how it's gooey. I knew she didn't see it. Mmm. My grandchildren love marshmallows. Mmm. Yum. This is the finale, y'all, of the cookies. And I think we got a home run. All we need is a broiler. Merry Christmas.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.